baby's head was too big. So they had to cut me up and stitch me back. But did that affect my sex life? Sorry, no, it did not. Of course, there are some other methods which you use. There's some all natural methods. There's some medicine you would take, some drugs, because that really could affect.
No, but I think, not to cut you short, but I think that's dependent on the size of the baby and then how fast your body heals.
Well, yeah, but it also goes to say that if you don't take care of your body properly, you could have that kind of those kind of issues where you're having sex and there's this sound that you have, this like it's almost like a fart.
Oh,
yes.
That's like air releasing.
But sometimes when you do that, because these are real issues that women have. No, these are real issues that women have.
No, but that one, so it's not an actual issue per se. It's based off of sex positions. So there are sex positions that you state that air easily enters.
No, but where I'm coming from this is a situation where I know for the new moms, they have cuts, not necessarily a CS, like cuts from because the baby is like a proper tear that they have to sew you. And that thing is as painful as a CS cut. So yeah, so it's hard. You have to go through that process of healing, and you're not so sure if, like you said, it depends on how your body heals well. But there's also that insecurity of because I had the whole idea that how was I gonna fit back into society, and how is a man going to? Then of course, thankfully, I had my second mom that helped me with the process of nurturing back and healing me up, and did the whole Omugwo thing. So it worked for me, but some people might not have that privilege. That's where the things like the VV.
I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Vulvar infection.
Yes, come into place. Those are the kind of things. Yeah, VVF. So those kind of things come into place. So all in all, I have learned that no matter how big a penis is, it's not too big for the vagina.
Then another thing that I read on, that I researched on, is height matter a lot in terms of the size of the yeah.
Interesting.
So
you might be right.
Shorter people have a shorter passage because they even tell you depending on when you're pregnant, the dilation thing, they ask you how far have you been.
Yes.
So for shorter people it's shorter. Do you understand? So for taller people may or may not, but I know it's usually for shorter people. So in that case, imagine someone who is not so tall now going out with someone who is really endowed, and then she has like a shorter passage, and penetration happens. That's when you now feel the whole you're hitting my wall, or so that kind of person would not really be advised to go for someone who's properly endowed.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah. It's safe to say that you have to know what works for you as a woman,
which is exploration.
Yes, you have to know what works. Because at the end of the day, what is the use of a big dick if it causes you pain?
Sure.
I wouldn't want to have sex and all I'm experiencing is pain. Nah, bruv. Nah. It won't work. I want sex that is pleasurable, that I don't want to feel pain. No, there's a lot of pain in life. Sex could be some people's escape, and some people's feel-good moment. So, but why should you? And of course, there are things that people would say. A girl would see a guy and would size him up and say, well, his dick is big and she wants to opt out. And you could understand if that works for her. And I think I want to beg women on the show to know what works for you. If it doesn't work, see, Oga, your prick is too big. Can we just be friends? No, because it's easier. It's easier. No, let's be honest. It's easier. You're not necessarily killing his ego, because guys like that say, oh, this doesn't work for me. I don't want to hurt myself. We move. Simple.
Okay, so to add to what you said, I feel that it depends on what exactly is causing the person pain. So again, are you properly aroused? If you're not properly aroused, sometimes using lube matters. Using lube, or then telling the guy, okay, maybe you should go down on me, and then make it easier. Because first of all, if you decide to use lube, just stimulating that place with lube, you realize that you have made your natural
But
Do
again,
you get? And
so
then there's sorry, and then there's easy because if you're not properly aroused, you're not properly expanded,
true.
and then it's painful. It's like trying to put a stick like this, and then the space is like this.
Yeah.
Do you get? So it's gonna hurt. You're gonna
Mhm.
bruise, and when you bruise, there's now opening for the STIs and whatnot,
Yeah,
depending on
infection.
who you're with. Do you understand? Exactly. So you have that. So be open to saying, oh, okay, I'm dry. Maybe the AC is on, the fan is on,
Or
whatever.
anything.
Do you understand? So be open to saying I'm dry. Can we stop? Can we do oral sex? And then he goes down on you, or uses a loop, or he puts saliva or whatever you guys are comfortable doing. So have those conversations, and then you can continue. So maybe at that point it's not necessarily the size. So figure out what exactly it is first before you friend zone the person.
But here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying necessarily friend zone. You know, you mentioned how it's just like food. You know what your intake is. You understand? You cannot. I'm all for big dicks. Amen. But I'm just saying that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Cyrene. Hearing it and said. So keep in mind that you like. You said you have 4 big dicks. You're voting for big. Just keep it in mind. Cyrene's the background and
Okay.
study Sam. So where do we start from, Sam? From the big dick. From the one.
Okay. Okay.
So remember that you having to say something about being in favor of big dick. So let's continue from there. Right. Everywhere is nice.
Yes.
All right. Who is asking the question? Are you asking the question?
I'm telling you to give me 1 minute. I'm trying to. You notice that I